Dear student, today I am going to introduce you about machine learning. As you know that machine learning is the branch of artificial intelligence. Machine learning, pattern recognition, data mining, all are depends on artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is an umbrella term where machine learning, natural language processor, computer vision, as well as pattern recognition, data mining, knowledge representation, all belongs from artificial intelligence. So today I am going to teach you about machine learning. This is the basic introduction of machine learning where you will know how the machine learning works and where it is useful in our life, how the machine learning make intelligent any computer, because artificial intelligence is an umbrella term, but some technology like machine learning, natural language processing, pattern recognition are making it intelligent actually. So before introduce the machine learning definition, first of all I would like to say that when we are getting mails from other senders, so automatically mail classified into primary, social, or promotion tabs. This is what? This is a machine learning. Automatically, when machine classify this mail is your important mail should we come in primary inbox or should we go in social inbox or should we is the promotion. If the mail is important and basic mail, then it will come in primary. Otherwise, it will come in the promotion, forms, etc. And if the mails are coming from social website like LinkedIn, Facebook, social media, Twitters, then these kind of mail will appear in this tab. So this is the example of classification where mails are going classification here on the basis of the background technology, background classifier which is adopted by the Gmail. But when we talk about some other example, like if we are if we want to listen the songs of Muhammad Rafi, then if you will press if we will type Muhammad Rafi and press enter, then definitely some choice will come for you where some choice will be for like that is the volume 2 as well as you can listen the songs of volume 1 part 2. It means the volume 1 volume 2 or part 1 part 2 may be decided according to their timings as well as Muhammad Rafi's songs which are applied on Rajesh Khanna and Muhammad Rafi song, which actually these are the dual song and sung with Lata Mangeshkar, etc. So these things is called clustering. Actually. So there are lots of songs of Muhammad Rafi, but here the songs are clustered according to their time period, according to the uh, film film star, film actor, actress, according to the dual song or solo song. So this is the example of machine learning, and this is the clustering technique of machine learning. So this is the another example when some person is mailing me and wrote that, sir, please kindly give us some important questions. Then machine automatically suggesting the reply. Okay, I will check. Yes, of course you can. Sorry, I can't help you. So according to the context of wording, machine is suggesting these kind of reply you can give. Otherwise, you can give your own reply. But This suggestion is based on the machine learning, as well as you can say that this suggestion is based on the natural language processing, or you can say that the context sensitive analysis. On the basis of the context of the word, the machine is suggesting the keywords for reply. So when we talk about learning, before going to give the definition of machine learning, so learning is the ability to improve one's behavior based on experience. Actually, learning is the important thing. And when we talk about the human being, when human learn the knowledge of engineering, then he become an engineer. If he going to learn a doctor doctor day-to-day work like uh, surgery, like medicine work, then he will become a doctor. If some person take training of military, then he will become a army person, etc. So ability improve one's behavior based on experience. So according to the experience the person gain, he or she will get change in his or her behavior respectively. If some person taking physical exercise daily, then its behavior will be changed. If some person is in contact of thieves, if some person is contact with gundas, then definitely its thinking and mentality change, behavior change. So which depend on the learning, which kind of learning you are doing, which kind of learning you are adopting. So this is the basic definition of machine learning. So according to the first definition, branch of artificial intelligence that gives computers to learn without being explicitly programmed. So already I have said that machine learning is the branch of artificial intelligence that gives computers to learn without being explicitly programmed. I will explain you by the help of example later. So in case of machine learning, you need not to create a program explicitly or literally. So because in machine learning, you have to work on data as well as output. Simple definition second, branch of artificial intelligence about to construct a system that learns from data. So, as I told you, machine learning always learn from data. According to data, machine learn, and according to data and output, machine learn and give a model, and that model work accordingly. So when we understand the difference between the normal program as well as you can say the algorithms and machine learning. So basic difference is that when you are applying data and program on computer, then algorithm will provide an output. Suppose if you want to create a program of two numbers, sum of the two number, then data is the two numbers, and programs of any C, C++, Java program, and output will be the sum of the two numbers. If we are talking about the machine learning, so when you are going to create a program of machine learning, then you will give a data in case of you can give data for diabetes prediction. So there may be several excel file or csv file, and output will be the like that this person is suffering with diabetes or not, on the basis of this, on the basis of the data given, and on the basis of that computer will create a model. This is also called a programs. So this program is created on the basis of the training data, and when you will run this program on some test data, then this program or this model will give a output. So according to the Arthur Shamul's definition will look like this. The computer program is said to learn from experience C with respect to some task T and some performance measure P. If its performance on T as measured by P improve with experience E. So here E denote experience and T denote a task, and P represent the performance measure. These three things are very much important for a machine learning program. So the main purpose of this, if its performance on T as measured by P improve with experience A. So our ultimately goal to improve the performance of on that particular task T, which is measured by P and improve with experience E. So as much as you have experience, then you can improve the performance. Suppose if you want to predict the cricket score between India and England. So the experience, all data of India between England matches, pitch, members of team, and performance, how actually you predict. Well, so if you're predicting like India will um, score 350, and finally India got the score 352, 351, then it's very good. If you are predicting 350 and India making it score 250, then this is the bad prediction. So this is the bad performance. So machine learning is divided into two categories: supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Further, supervised learning is divided into the classification and regression. The classification, in the classification, we predict discrete values output, and regression, we predict the real value output. It means we predict the continuous value output. In clustering, we create a grouping of data, and it's another technique is called association rule mining. We will I am describing all these things in next slides. So first of all, we should know about supervised learning. So supervised learning is applied when the input data collected has some kind of non-label or result. Input data input data is called training data, and model is prepared by using this data. Example, classification and regression are the example of supervised learning. So in supervised learning, is supervised learning is performed on the basis of the known label. Known label means we have classes. Suppose if we are going to predict the diabetes, then for this data you have the this is but this person is diabetes. For this data, this person is non-diabetic. If this data, this person is diabetes. So we are already defined the classes. Then this is the supervised learning. So on the basis of these classes, model learn, and finally for the unknown classes, the model predicts the classes. So classification and regression are the problems which belongs from the supervised learning. So the main difference between the classification and regression is that classification is created and performed on the basis of the discrete data, and regression is performed on the basis of the continuous or real valued data. When we talk about the unsupervised learning, in unsupervised learning refer to the problem of trying to find hidden structure in unlabeled data. Clustering problem and association rule minings are the examples of unsupervised learning. So suppose that if you have data but you don't have classes, then you have to create the classes from the given data. Then it means you have to find the hidden structure in unlabeled data. So it means the classes are not there, then you can say that this is the unlabeled data. Suppose that if your father come home and bring so much fruits, and they have different shapes, size, and you don't know which food name is what, then how you will separate them? You will make a group of them. This grouping is called a clustering. You can make the group on the basis of their size, their shapes, their color, etc. So when we talk about the example of the classification and regression, so classification predict the discrete values output, like prediction of cancer, either the person has cancer or not. This is the binary classification. Win prediction of Narendra Modi, either he will win or not. So this is also binary classification. Diabetic prediction, either person has diabetic or pre-diabetic or not diabetic, then this is the multi-class classification. Classification of email spam or not, this is also a binary classification. So classification are different kind of classification: binary classification, multi-class classification, um, and regression problem. Regression problem is work with continuous data. Where data are too much, then you can apply the regression. So classification and regression can be applied on supervised learning. So when we talk about the regression problems, then prediction of breed predictions. In any farm, there may be any amount of the breed, so you cannot predict them. You can predict, but not predict exactly. So here you have to predict in some range, and this range is called error, uh, which is also called root mean square error. So root mean square error should be as soon as less as possible. Prediction of rainfall. Actually, you know that the rainfall predict in millimeter. So there may be several variations. So this has come also a regression problem. Current production of stock exchange. Stock exchange has so much variations. So this will also come under regression problem. When we talk about the data of classification or regression. So this is the data for playing tennis according to the weather. So first of all, you should know about your data. So this is the ID code of data. This is the outlook, temperature, humidity, windy, play. These are the attributes as well as you can say that columns of data. So where all ID code, outlook, temperature, humidity, wind, these are the attributes of the this data set, and play is the class. On the basis of the sun, these attributes, you have to decide whether you will play or not. So suppose ID code A, sunny. ID code doesn't matter. Actually, these things matter. So sunny, hot. If the temperature hot, outlook sunny, humidity high, and windy falls, then you can not play. If the weather like this, overcast, hot, high, falls, then you can play. So these are the classes. Yes or no? So this is the binary classification as well as it is a categorical classification. Categorical classification under binary classifications. So this is data look like this. You can save this data in the CSV file, comma separated value file, as well as you can save them in Excel file. So when we talk about the classification, so classification technique is a systematic approach to building classification model from an input data set. Decision tree, neural network, linear model, random forest model, support vector machine are the classifiers. So classification work mainly to classify the data according to the given class, according to the given classes. So this is the, you can understand by the help of diagram. This is the training set where this is the training TID attributes, 1 attribute, 2 attribute, 3 are the data attributes of the data set, and classes are the two classes, class yes or no. So on the basis of this attributes, you can decide this is for this TID's value of the class value new, and attribute if yes medium 120, TID value 4 will be no. If the attribute value no large 95K, and the TID value 5 will be yes. So on the basis of the given data and classes, the model will learn by some particular learning algorithm. These learning algorithm may be decision tree, neural network, learning, random forest model, and support vector machine. When model has been learned, and it means it has been created a programs, then you can apply this program, you can apply this model on that particular data which doesn't have classes. So this model can produce the classes for these unknown classes. So these classes are predicting exactly, then this is 100% accuracy. If these classes are not predicting same to same, then 100 accuracy will reduce from 100%. So your concern is to your concern is to score accuracy 100%. So when we talk about the classification, so in case of the classification, so in classification there are two kind of the classification. First of all, you should know that in the classification case, class are given. So according to this data, this data is of the cancer. So according to this data, classes, if our classes are given, then this is called the classification. So you can create several projects on the basis of machine learning, but before going to create a project, you have to first understand your data. So your data, whether your data is the uh, with class or without class, according to you have to take decision. You have to perform the classification as well as you have to perform the clustering. So this is the problem of classification, and classification problem are divided into two parts. Where when data are discrete value, then this is the also classification, and when data value are discrete continuous value means decimal value, real value, then this is the problem of regression. Both come under supervised learning. So most common machine learning models are decision tree model, random forest model, support vector machine, linear model, neural network, and AdaBoosting. So where random forest is the ensemble based model, AdaBoost is the boosting based model. Bagging boost, there are two kind of things, bagging and boosting. So random forest is based on bagging, and AdaBoost is based on boosting. So when we talk of the clustering, so clustering, the main task of the clustering is to creating a group of the similar data. So clustering is the task of dividing the population of, or data point into a number of groups such that data point in the same group are more similar to other data point and dissimilar to the data point in other groups. It is basically a collection of objects on the basis of similarity and dissimilarity between them. So as we know that the main task of the clustering is to creating a group of similar kind of data. If there are some different kind of data, then it will go into another cluster. So if you have various fruits, then you can make one cluster of the that fruits have red colors, and you can make another cluster which have color of yellow, or you can make one cluster of the those fruits that have shape rounded, and you can make another cluster which are having shape not rounded. So grouping of news, grouping of people on their similar hobbies, interest, grouping of animals, grouping of customer based on their performance, example paying customer, and many more are the example of clustering. So when we talk about the clustering data, the data are same type but classes are not given. So you have to not given class, not target or label. So you have to find the classes. According to the intelligence of your software, according to intelligence of your mind, you can find the classes. So this is the another kind of technique of unsupervised learning, which is called association rule mining. In association rule mining, we have to observe frequently occurring patterns, correlation or association from dataset found in various kinds of database such as relational database, transactional database, and other form of repositories. Market basket analysis, medical diagnosis, census data, protein sequence, and many more are the example of association rules. Association rules mining you have to understand like this. You have to make association between two things. Suppose if you are going in some mall, then you have to observe that at the place when you are going to buy a milk, then some at the same place you can see the butter, and at the same place you can see the bread. So computer or as well as in mall, they recommend us. You can purchase bread with milk. So these things come to near. And when we observe that if you are going to purchase a laptop from Flipkart, Amazon, then they recommend mouse, they will recommend keyboard, external keyboard. If you are going to purchase a mobile, then they recommend mobile cover, tempered glass. So this is called recommendation system. So they know that the which person uh, will take which thing from this thing with this thing. So this is called recommendation system. A priori algorithms are the example of this. A priori algorithms are the solution of this. You can solve this kind of thing like market basket analysis by the help of a priori algorithms. A priori algorithms suggest you pattern frequently occurring patterns. Which pattern is you have to put which patterns with other pattern. It means which kind of pattern will come together and which kind of patterns will not come together. So the main thing is that when you are going to perform a machine learning task, then first of all you have to find the data set of different kind of problems. So you can find data set from UCI library, as well as you can find data set from Kaggle, GitHub, from the various websites. So there are two kinds of data set, primary data set and secondary data set. When data set, you are creating fresh data set on the basis of your knowledge, on the basis of the survey, then this is called the primary data set. If you are using used data set, which has been created by some other person, and he or she has been used this, and you are doing it another problem, then this is called the secondary database. So the main thing, if you are going to make a project, then the flow machine learning based application. If you want to create machine learning based application, then what the data flow should you have to adopt. First of all, you have to collect the data. This data may be the primary data set or it may be the secondary data set. Then you have to perform data cleansing. Data cleansing means data pre-processing, where you have to refresh your data. It means you have to remove the noise. You have to fill uh, fill the unplaced value, and you have to remove the noise, and you have to place the data when it is the unplaced data, and several kind of things like when some columns are not available um, of the particular data, then you have to fill the mean value of these rows, and then after you can perform feature selection. In the feature selections, you have to select the important feature out of several features, because if the any data set have so many features, then it will create a time complexity, and it will create a complex model. So you have to find the important features out of the lots of features, and you should select feature like this, which that will not affect the model performance. Division of data into training and testing. It means you have to divide a data set into two parts. First part is the training, and second part for testing. So you can have the ratio of 70-30 because it is a good ratio. And then after you can perform k-fold cross validation. In the k-fold cross validation, you have to divide a data set into the k folds, where k minus one fold are used for training and one fold are used for testing. And repeatedly we perform this, and we will find like that if the all the fold your model is giving similar accuracy, then you can say that your model is consistent and working uh, consistently. And after that you have to perform result analysis. Result analysis you can perform on some parameter. Then these parameters are called the performance matrix. If you are perform result for the discrete data, then you can use confusion matrix, and where by the help of confusion matrix you can find accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, ROC curve, etc. If you are going to analyze if you are going to analyze result of the continuous data, then you can find accuracy, correlation, coefficient of regression, and root mean square error. So these are the things for today classes, and after that we will discuss more about machine learning or pattern recognition. Thank you.